Go ahead. I'm on that, Keisha.
All right, I'll talk to you.
I bet. Bye. Be late. Extremely late. Hold up. I did something bad too. Hold on. I was dropped on day on laptop this morning. Jory called herself organizing the apps on my phone, and I got to look for them. The screen look like this. What is this? This is just ridiculous. People shouldn't know how old I am based off of this. Is it right here? Oh my goodness, how do I what's wrong with the iPhone? I don't know if y'all can hear me. Okay, let's look at let me just type something in real quick. Okay.
Look at
Oh great. Okay, y'all can hear myself. Shut up. Okay, I didn't know if y'all could hear me, and I don't know what's going on with my thing. Hey everybody, good morning. Hey everybody, good morning. Y'all can hear me. I can hear myself, and I didn't know if you could hear me or not, and I did not want any errors. But I did still drop the laptop this morning. Last Sunday I said that's it. I'm not going to be able to go live anymore on Sunday mornings. And then I realized there's a lot of people who still they're still not familiar with the process, and so I can't leave those people hanging. And even though we're trying to streamline everything to the university, YouTube is I guess the benchmark for videos. However, we really don't want to stream live from YouTube all the time. We want to kind of like do it in-house. So yeah. But anyway, I was what is this box? Let me get started, y'all. And I appreciate y'all coming in this morning because, like I said, I was not doing this. I woke up literally 20 minutes ago. And so I don't have coffee. I don't have anything. I have nothing. But today, pretty much, it's just for the people who you just purchased your kit, or pretty much that's it. And so initially, let me tell you that initially, when I first started with my kids, we had 10 symptoms, right? We have bacterial vaginosis, fibroids, fertility, endo, traditional, tightening, PCOS, STD, virus, and multiple symptoms. So we provide 10, at that time we were providing 10 different kits. Since then, um, things changed, and people would always purchase the multiple symptoms kit. And because they would purchase the multiple symptoms kit, the other kits really didn't sell as much. They were all still priced the same. All of them came with your soap, your honey, your salve, your tea, but the other kits wouldn't sell the same. And I understand that most people have multiple symptoms. Very rarely does a person have just one issue out of her entire life. This is all I've ever dealt with. Okay. And there are women who've never had an STD. There are women who don't have PCOS or endometriosis. There are women who don't have the virus. There are women who don't have fertility issues. She's never had a miscarriage or premature birth. She's never had a cesarean section. In fact, she's never even had children. And it's not because she's infertile. She just has held off and hasn't decided to go into the family planning stage of her life. And so there are times when you don't have multiple symptoms and you can just purchase that one kit. However, normally women have more than one symptom. People will email me and they will say, hey, I don't know which kit to get. Right? So when you don't know which kit to get, you want me to assist you, and you have multiple symptoms. That's why you don't know which kit to get. That's why you don't know, because you have multiple symptoms. Or it's not that you have multiple symptoms. We sell kits in different sizes. So let me go through that part. Kits in different sizes. Initially, when we first started, we only sold, we was only selling one pearl at a time. And pearls really wasn't making that much of a difference. We weren't making that much money. I had recruited some people, and I want to make sure everybody made money, right? And people really didn't know about it. At the time, it was just herbal tampons. They just didn't know. And so they were like, I'm curious, but I'll just try one. And at the time, we were selling them for $5 a piece. And people would just spend $5 plus shipping and handling. And at the time, I don't even think we were doing priority mail. We were doing like first class mail. So like $3 for shipping and a $5 sale. And that was pretty much how it was. And so I was like, man, we need to do something better because this isn't working. And so I said, you know what, they need to do more. They would do one cleanse and then that was it. And I'm like, no, you need to do more. You really need to thoroughly cleanse yourself. And so I said, from now on, we're going to do a deep cleanse. That means we have to use at least 3. I mean, we at least need to make off bucks. We want to make at least $20. Okay. With the shipping and everything. Okay. And so we did that. And so when my site was built, I basically sold 3 pearl kits. That was it. Because they wouldn't do a deep cleanse. Now you can get a few deep cleanse kits. You could do that if you'd like to, but that's all I sold. I didn't sell 6 pearl kits or 10 pearl kits or 15 pearl kits or 25 pearl kits or bulk pearls. I didn't do any of that. It was just 3 pearl kits. Okay. However, you would do that kit, you would do those 3 pearls, and then you would still have some symptoms that have to come back. Okay. So you still need more. You still need more pearls. Okay. So when I built my site again, I put 1, 3, 6, 1, 3, 6, and 10. Then later on I did 15, 25, and I did bulk. And the reason being is because people would come to me and they would say, I can't afford a 3 pearl kit, which right now is $55. I can't afford a 3 pearl kit. Is there something else? Well, yeah, I guess so. I guess I'll make a 1 pearl kit. And so I made the 1 pearl kit so people could afford that. And then people would say, you have 1 pearl kits on your site, but should I not get that or get something else? And so then it got to the point where, people were still, the people who decided to just like do what they do, which we term as fake ass pearl people, still carry the notion of the deep cleanse. And people who ride off of them carry the notion of the deep cleanse. And so when people come to me, they're like, well, should I just do a deep cleanse? Is that going to be enough? Well, of course, no, it's not enough. I've been doing this since 2009 and I still detox. Okay. So, and depending on what you've been dealing with, if you got like the Ebola in your pussy, then you need pearls. You need to do a lot of detoxing. Okay. It's just like any other supplement that you have. If you were to go to the grocery store and buy vitamins, I think you get like sometimes depending on the brand, like you may get like, I don't know, maybe 60, 80, or maybe 150 vitamins. Just depends. You know, if you go to Sam's Club, get the big bottle, you're not just going to eat 3 of those vitamins and put it away. No, this is a part of your health regimen. Okay. And some people have things like the virus or fibroids or PCOS or endometriosis, more technical ailments or traumas of the womb. And so I'm like, no, you're going to need more than 3, ma'am. So we have 6 pearl kits. And they're like, well, is 6 going to be enough? And then we have 10 pearl kits. Well, is 10 pearls going to be enough? My site is designed to meet your income level. Okay. Because everybody can't afford a 10 pearl kit. And if I only had 10 pearl kits on my website, then there's a mass of people I would not be able to help. If I only had 10, 6, and 3 pearl kits on my website, there's a mass of people I would not be able to help because they don't have that money. So we put different size kits on the site. Now there are people who say they can't even afford the 1 pearl kit. So we did just bulk pearls, like just buy the pearls, and baby, if that's all you can afford, just go ahead and get the pearls. There are some people who have different incomes. Everybody has a different income. There's so many different income brackets out here. The different tiers, you know, of income and lifestyles. And there's some people who will happily afford a 10 pearl kit. No problem. They want to get the best cleanse they can get. They want to get the best cleanse that money can buy. They want to make sure they get a thorough cleanse. There's some people who go to my website and they pay for the 20 pearl kit. I believe right now the 20 pearl kit is $250. Right? If my pearls were $10 a piece, you're already getting 10 pearls for $200. But you're also getting, I believe, 16 ounces of salve. You're getting 32 ounces of the healing tea. You're actually getting a hand blended, not the herbal tea. You're getting the 32 ounces of the honey. You're getting a hand blended tea as opposed to the standard teas that we put in the kit. So you're getting more bang for your buck anyway. But there are some people who happily go to the site and say, you know what, this is what I'm going to get. Why would you want to sell a 20 pearl kit or a 25 pearl kit? I mean, what are they doing with 25 pearls? They're doing the same thing that Ike is doing with 25 pearls. I'm detoxing the rest of my life. I'm going to always be doing this. Doing the cleanse isn't a one-time thing where you just come in and get what you need and then you're gone. Life's a peach. No, ma'am. You'll always have those vitamins. Once your body gets acclimated to it, once your body breathes in something natural, something that's never been accustomed to, it's kind of foreign. However, it is well welcomed, well received. She will always want it. So this is something that you will always do. People like myself, pretty much, I don't have a primary care physician. I haven't had a pap smear since 2000. I moved here and then I moved here. Well, I initially moved to the South in 2011, but I moved to this location 2012. So my last pap was 2012. And that pap smear really wasn't even to have a pap smear done. It was to meet a doctor and to talk to the doctor about herbal tampons and detoxing. That's why I had the pap smear. That was my way of getting to a doctor's office because I knew I had something. I knew it was great. I was selling it. I was using it. And I was like, man, doctors have to know about this. I mean, it can't just be me. Like, gynecologists should know about this because it's really helping a woman's vagina. And that's why I had my pap smear. Okay. So women like me, I don't really have a doctor. Okay. Don't have health insurance. I just be at home. Like, if I'm sick, if I feel sick, if I feel queasy, if I feel anything, I have so many different honeys that I make. I can easily just go make a honey. I can just take raw herb and put it directly into my beverage. I can take raw herbs, put it directly into my food, or I can just take it and put it into my mouth. I can make candies with it, right? I make different chocolates. A lot of you all get the chocolates. So I take care of myself as naturally as possible without like any qualm in my spirit about taking a chemical. I grew up taking chemicals, which is basically FDA approved products. A lot of people come to me and want to know if my products are FDA approved. If you are in an FDA approved lifestyle, then holistic supplements is not for you. You have to go stick with your doctor. If you want to take things that are only FDA approved, you should go into your medicine cabinet and take all of your vitamins out. If you have different beverages that you drink that claim to do all of these beautiful and amazing things for your body, you should stop drinking all of those amazing juices, right? Because these are things that won't be approved by the Food and Drug Administration. The Food and Drug Administration makes things that has drugs in it, okay? They make things with drugs in it. I don't do things with drugs. I don't even do drugs. I don't smoke marijuana. I don't smoke cigars. I don't do anything, okay? Besides drink fermented grapes, okay? But people like me purchase what they can afford so that they can continue doing their cleanse, okay? Because I've been doing this since 2009. I just did a cleanse because I just had my period. So I did that cleanse. And it's important that I always do my cleanses because I'm always evaluating my health. I'm always checking out my health. A lot of us go to the bathroom. You use the bathroom, you flush the toilet, wash your hands, you're done deal. I go to the bathroom, I'm examining everything. I have to look at myself. I look at my waist. I'm very curious about my health. And based off of what I see, the reviews from my body, that's like an indicator to me regarding my internal health. Okay. And so I'm always detoxing. I'm always cleansing myself. And of course, I have a lot of pearls here. So I can always just go grab one. Okay. Get yourself in a position where this is really what you want to do and you constantly want to detox. Okay. There are many reasons for why a woman would detox, aside from wanting a tight vagina or wanting to stop having odor. Okay. There's a lot of different reasons why. She could have had extenuating circumstances where she just can't stop catching bacterial vaginosis. Or she may have had some vaginal births and her babies kind of tore her up on the inside. Or she may have had a cesarean section because her cervix wouldn't dilate. Or she had fetal trauma and her baby began to panic. Okay. And so she had to have a cesarean section. Or maybe she has fibroids, which is very, very common amongst women. Maybe she has really, really heavy periods and she doesn't like that. Maybe she has issues with getting pregnant and she has some issues with cysts on her ovaries. You know, maybe she has some things occur in her life as far as sexual trauma, being raped or molested, and she's suffering from that. She wants to heal from that. Not only that, she has some scar tissue within her womb area as a result of being sexually traumatized. So there are different reasons, numerous reasons why a woman would say, you know what? I want to get rid of that. I want to heal from that. I want some support with that. Just like when you go and see your gynecologist, you'll say, you know what? I'm having these issues. I want some help with that. Same thing. The holistic journey that we put in place for women is the holistic aspect of gynecology. That's pretty much what it is in a nutshell. So I'm not going to stick my fingers in your vagina and feel your cervix. You're going to stick your fingers in your vagina and feel your cervix. Okay. I'm not going to give you an ultrasound or a sonogram to determine the health of your fallopian tubes, your uterus, your ovaries. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to provide you with some things that can assist you with those areas within your womb. Okay. I'm not going to assess your cervix. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do any of those things. You're going to do all that for yourself. And then once you do those things for yourself, that's when I come in. I'm say, okay, great. Because I'm not in a position to diagnose you. I don't do that. Okay. Doctors diagnose people. You go and you see your gynecologist and you say, hey, I'm having these problems. And she says, okay, I know what's wrong with you. Here's a prescription. Go ahead and take care of yourself. You may come back in days, weeks, or months, or years with those same issues. With those issues, you come to me and say, hey, Ivy, this is what I've been dealing with my vagina. I'm so tired of it. Can you help me? And I'll say, sure. Here's a 10 Pro kit. Go ahead and use that. And we'll be in touch. Okay. So there's different reasons why you would want to do a detox. Some reasons why women do detoxing is a little bit more extenuating than others. Like some of us have the herpes simplex virus or the human papilloma virus. We did talk about that last Sunday at great length. I did find out later on that although it was at great length, the feed was kind of blurry. So when my feed jacks up or anything like that, I say to myself, I say, oh, well, God didn't want me to tell you yet. That's all I say. Because sometimes my feed's not jacked up. So I just be like, well, God didn't want you to hear it this Sunday. See you later. Otherwise, as a client of Chandra Pretty, you can always come to the university and log in at the top. It's not free access like that. Log in. We give you access. You can watch a lot of different videos, information on doing your cleanse. And then if you decide, well, you know what, I like this, I want to be a distributor, what have you, then you can take classes there, which is where most of the distributors take their classes if they're not already done and just downloading certain classes. Some classes you can download, some you'll take them directly through the site. So you can do that. That's pretty much it for the university. It's a school of healing, information on healing and divinity, and getting you started with your cleanse. When you first get your kit, well, when you pay for your kit, you'll get a response email that will tell you, hey, go to university because you're going to need this information. If you get your kit and you go back to YouTube, you're going to see so many videos and you're going to inbox me and you're going to ask me something. You're going to ask me something that says, my son is so sweet. Thank you, sweetheart. I love you too. You'll get so confused and you'll send me an email that indicates to me that you still don't know what you're doing and you don't even know who you purchased from and you're caught up in the mix. I ask that you allow me at least 72 hours to respond to an email. When I see emails like that, I do have auto response. So I hope that you do take the time out to go back to the website or to go to the university and really take your time and go through the website. Right now we're at 500 products and really we're at more. We're at 500 products. And so there's a lot of products to look at. But aside from looking at products, I want you to look at the about section and look at the videos. There are a lot of different reviews on the website about the products. Somebody emailed me last night. She wanted to know what my ingredients were because she's allergic to eucalyptus. There's a tab on the website that clearly says ingredients. So you can go there and get informed. Don't treat yourself like you're still somebody's patient. Help. And they're not telling you anything and they're sending you off about your merry way and you don't have enough resilience in yourself to say, you know what, I'm going to go out and do some research for myself, figure out what's wrong with me because I'm not getting the help I need from my doctor. No, you're going to say, I'm going to go back to the website and I'm going to keep looking around and get some more information about this kit because I want to make sure I do this the right way. Follow Ivy on Instagram. I can because I'm purchasing. She should be in a position. A lot of people purchase from random suppliers. Come to me because they've emailed the person or the person is only accessible via Instagram and they haven't heard back from that person and they're doing their cleanse and they really need some assistance. And I'm just like, wow, I'm sorry. I can only stretch myself but so thin. And I stretch myself very thin, like Laffy Taffy, for the women who already coming to me. So you really should try to reach out to that person and by all means pray to God that you get in touch with that person if they help you with your healing journey. Because I can't. I think that's the nature of the beast. You can't buy weed from up the street and you smoking it and it ain't working right. And then you come on my block and you want to talk to me about some weed that you bought up the street. You understand that? Okay. So I don't know what's wrong. I'm supposed to have more viewers and there was this link this morning on YouTube and they were like, oh, you can just stream straight from YouTube. You don't have to do an outside source. And I said, okay, let's do that. And I don't think that worked. So let's try this again. But so we had 10 kits. Back to what I was saying. We had 10 kits, right? Everybody kept buying the multiple symptoms kit, not buying just fibroid kit or fertility kit or endometriosis kit. And as a result, I was constantly batching multiple symptoms. I'm like, dang it. Every time I turn around, I got to rebatch this. But everything else was still sitting there. So let me show you. I can't see anymore. Hold on. Let me go on my let me go back to you guys. There you guys go. Look, this is, oh yeah, I could just put it over there. So there's a lot of stuff over there, right? However, I'm always batching. So you see from top, it's really from top to bottom. There's stuff everywhere. So we got all the shelves filled up, which we are running out of fragile space. Everything in here is, there is something everywhere in here. Okay. So the multiple symptoms was always leaving the shelf. Okay. And I would have to batch up that a lot. And I said, well, you know what? I know it's multiple symptoms, but maybe if I targeted more of what your symptom is, I wouldn't have to make multiple symptoms so much. And instead you would get everything else. And so what did I do? Maybe it was, I think when I first moved here, where I am now, because I've really been trying to simplify this business. I'm very, very busy. Okay. I haven't been getting any sleep, if you can't tell. But I said, this is what I want to do. When you order your multiple symptoms kit, I'm going to ask you what your symptoms are. And instead of me making a multiple symptoms kit, I'm going to give you different multiple symptoms from off the shelf. Right? So initially, our 3-pearl multiple symptoms kit would have our multiple symptoms kit would have 3 pearls. You would get 2 honeys, 2 salves, and 1 large soap. Right? So look, that's 2 honeys, 2 salves, and 1 large soap. I can already handle 5 symptoms right there. Depending on whatever you tell me your symptoms were, right? I can handle 5 symptoms right there, in addition to your 3 pearls. Okay. So that's 8 symptoms right there. I can tackle that for you. I can handle that, right? So that's how we were doing it. As a result of doing that, everything else was running out. Now we're running out even faster because I'm giving you 2 of this and 2 of that and a large this. And I'm just like, dang, I'm batching up even more than I was batching up when I was just doing multiple symptoms. And you know what? When I initially was doing multiple symptoms, the 3-pearl kits, which is 1 soap, 1 salve, 1 honey, it was the same price as any other kit. It was the same price. So you were getting off good. You were doing good. But really, I wasn't, because I had to constantly promote. I had to constantly promote other products. And I had to constantly batch up. And so I used a lot of herbs. The multiple symptoms is basically an accumulation or a combination of all of the symptoms. We put it all into one. That's what it is. So over, I think last week, while I was batching up, I batch up all the time. I mean, I spend a lot of time batching. I said, you know what? I'm batching so daggone much. And I'm giving these people all this honey, all this soap, all this salve. I said, hell, I might as well go on back to doing multiple symptoms again, because I'm batching up too much. And so that's it. I said, that's it. That's what I'm doing. So Thursday night, I didn't go to bed till Friday morning around 5 a.m. Friday night, I didn't go to bed till around Saturday morning at 5 a.m. Thought I was going to sleep in. A client called me at 1 o'clock. Didn't even know it was 1 o'clock. She called me at 1. Just didn't know. Last night, I was up until 2:30, 3 a.m. And I say that because I had to basically remake the entire multiple symptoms line. That's what I had to do. So I had to make all the soaps, all the salves, all the honeys, not only for women, but I had to make it for men, because we make men's products now. I have to make, please don't say that. I don't know where she's going. I have to make men's products too. So because of that, yeah. So I've been batching up. So now you can still get your multiple symptoms kit. You really don't have to indicate your symptoms. If you choose to, that's fine, no problem. But the multiple symptoms kit will specifically be our multiple symptoms blend that we've had for years and decided to stop. Okay, that's good for the business and it's good for you. However, it won't be the same price. So normally a 3-pearl multiple symptoms kit is $55. Not for them. It normally used to be that $55, but not anymore. So the multiple symptoms kit will still cost more than a traditional 3-pearl kit because we're putting all of the herbs in there. We're putting everything in there. So it's more potent. It's going to tackle more symptoms, of course. And that's why. So it's almost like a super strength, super strength, as opposed to how we were doing, like giving you 2 soaps or 2 honeys or 2 salves. Got that? Everybody's good with that? I'm doing the multiple symptoms. Okay, cool. Let me make sure everybody's good with that. Hold on. Let me make sure everybody's good. I don't want to just say that because I don't want to do that. I feel so bad. I feel so bad, you guys. I said last week I wasn't going live on Sundays anymore, and I put myself on a guilt trip because I have to still go live because there are people who are still buying the product and really don't know too much about it, and they're still new to it. Even though it's 2018, I've been doing this for a long time. I haven't really reached too many people. You know, if you look at my YouTube channel, you know, I don't get that many views compared to other people. Or if you look at my Instagram, I don't have as many followers as other people. So I'm still kind of like up and coming in this. And so I'm not really in a position to truly just say, okay, I'm out, I'm done. I'm not going live on Sundays. We're just going to centralize everything. I still have to reach the people on Sundays. And this is one of the main streams for reaching people. So I have to do that. But let me see if all of you all have, you understand what I'm saying about the multiple symptoms kit. Okay. Hey, Edith. Hey, Coco. Let me just say this real quick. Hey, Tanzola and Shawnette. Hey, Brown Sugars. Hey, Ashley. You're welcome, sweetheart. Well, we do still customize it. Like consultations are always the best. If you do a consultation, I can really do something for you because that's me and you one-on-one. Hey, I'm about to go in the lab. I'm about to hook you up. Yes. That's why I love consultations because you're helping me. I had a sister call me. She's been with me for 2 years. She's been with me since I first started the King Collection, when the King Collection wasn't nothing but soap and honey and sound. That's all we ever had for the men. We didn't have the King tablets and everything. And she called me. She said, listen, Ivy, my husband, he has a lot of boils too. I was like, yeah, well, you know what? With PCOS, we always get boils, right? That's one of the symptoms. You get cysts, right? You get the cyst acne on your face. Well, guess what? Your mom could have been pregnant with a boy. She could have given birth to a boy. And now that boy has those symptoms too. And I said, dang it. And I always knew that. I always held that, but I always reserved me acting on it until this weekend. So as of this weekend, I made the PCOS for men eraser. I did a PCOS for men. It's somewhere in here. That's just crazy too. I did a PCOS for men balm, eraser, and scrub. Because what she has PCOS too. What she's been doing is she's been taking the scrub and rubbing it between her husband's legs. And she said he has bumps up. He has his on his chest like we get them on our breasts. And so she's been doing that. And I said, you know what? Let me make something for him. Yours is really good, but his will have it'll be stronger and it's more customized for a man. So I did that. And then thank you, Miss Roberts. Hey, Priscilla. I'm on the YouTube live and I'm glad you decided to do it here because I had chosen to get rid of Facebook and Instagram. Okay, baby. That's fine, Miss Hawthorne, but I really try to do it through the university. However, I had a sister call me, and she's also doing her cleanse, and she has the human papillomavirus and the herpes simplex virus. If you're having the viruses, as we mentioned last week, you're going to get your outbreaks when you do your cleanse, because we're pushing out the virus. Drove her through hell. She went through hell. She was taking medication, taking Motrins to stop the pain. I said, hold up, let me fix this for you, because when you do a consultation, we give you more than what you see on the site, pretty much, because I'm able to go in my lab and really do something for you, because I know more about what you're dealing with. And I did that. And so what we did was we made a virus balm, just like we have the PCOS balm. And the balm is different from a salve, because when you're having your outbreaks, you do want to keep it moisturized, and technically you want to keep it dry, because moisture breeds bacteria. And when your lesions come out, or when your blisters come out, especially your blisters, when they come out, if you bust them, it's going to itch real bad. It's leaking fluid. It's open. It's raw. Your lesion is raw, right? It's exposed, and you want to air it out because you're trying to dry it out, but you also want to keep it treated. You want to keep it medicated. So you want to keep putting your salve on there. And so it's a twofold process. So what do? We made a virus powder. We made a powder so that not only are you using the salve, you're going to top it off with the powder. Basically, it's like the baby diaper rash effect. When you change your baby's diaper, and your baby has a diaper rash, and you put the cream on it, and then you top it off with the powder. So we did the same thing. And we blended the powder with our virus herbs, and it's a beautiful thing. Same thing with PCOS. We did it again. We made the PCOS powder. Women with PCOS who have the boils between their thighs, we're going to balm it down really, really good. We make the balm and the powder. So the balm is much thicker than the salve. A salve is, once you rub it in, like every time you go to the bathroom, you have to rub it in every single time, right? It's a thinner base. A balm is thick. So once you rub that on, you can urinate and wipe yourself, and that balm will still be there. So it's a much, much thicker base. So we made a PCOS balm and a virus balm, and then we made a PCOS powder and a virus powder. This was this, and I made these. Don't talk trash. This was the original powder I made. If you all watch any of my lives, maybe I went live, and this was just a regular craft box. And I was like, I'm going to make something really nice for you guys. Put the pictures on the website. Everybody pretty much saw these. So I said, I'm going to make a goddess powder. I wanted to make something for you to be able to rub on your body after you get out of the tub. Something really, really nice to drape yourself in. So I started out with this. And then from the goddess powder, I don't know if y'all can see it, but from the goddess powder, we kind of expanded, and then did the goddess powder. And then we did the goddess, we did the oil. So then we did this. So basically, the good thing about this is, and I make so much stuff, like there's no label on here. Okay. I have to make the label, or I was going to actually decorate this bottle. I bought some arts and crafts stuff. I stay in the arts and crafts store. So you would basically, when you get out of the shower, you would rub down with this. Just take it, pull it upside down on your hand like that, rub it into your palms, and then just rub yourself, right? While your skin is still wet. Just out the shower, out the tub, while the skin is wet. You'd rub it on. Once you rub it on, then you can top it off with the powder. But we made the bubble baths too. So really just to give you like a really good experience, because let's say you did go and you bought a 20 pearl kit. A 20 pearl kit will last you 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. That's 6 months. A 20 pearl kit will last you 6 months. Okay. That's not to say that you're going to do back-to-back cleanses for 6 months, but that's to say that if you were to do your cleanses consecutively, at least for the first 2 months, and you made significant improvement, you could take a break and then do monthly, do a month every month, because you're good. And if something happens within that month, I don't know, maybe you got jiggy with it, you did a little something you had no business doing, you know, I don't know, people do things, then guess what? You got some on standby. You can go ahead and do your cleanse. Okay. However, 6 months down the road, I mean, you've cleared out your most sacred chakra, right? So you're starting to feel a little bit better about yourself. Your confidence is going up. You know, you've cleansed that area out. Your other chakras are coming into alignment. You're doing your whole vibration thing. You're feeling more of like a queen or a goddess because you're raising your vibration. Then guess what? I have more to give you besides detoxing your vagina, because detoxing the vagina is great. That's what I started with. That's what I opened my doors with. I opened my doors with the herbal tampon. Okay. But there's more to life than just doing that. It's great. It's what we need. It's what you have to do. It's what you have to have. But after that, there's other things you want to start doing to incorporate into your life because it just makes you feel good. And it makes me feel good. It made me feel good when I thought of it. Right. So we did the goddess collection. There's some more goddess collection stuff up there. A lot of people who ordered this month and even in February, you receive goddess collection samples. So as I batch up a new product, I put the samples in your package. Then we got the sweet pussy collection. So some of y'all might be like, you know what? I started doing my cleanse and I was going through something with my spouse. And that happens. If your vagina not right, it's going to be hard at home in the bedroom. It's going to be hard outside the bedroom because your means of communicating with your partner are stumbling. Okay. Like sex is a means of communication with your partner. If you can't communicate clearly with your partner in the bedroom, it's going to be hard. It's going to be frustrating if you communicate with them outside the bedroom. Right. So you're going through your cleansing process. Everything's getting good. You're starting to feel really good about yourself. You have a totally different level of confidence about yourself when you know that you're doing something good for your vagina. When you know she's good down there. There's this totally different level of confidence that you have. And because of that, you're more open and you can communicate with your partner more. And then you're feeling really, really good. Now you guys are starting to vibe a little bit better, right? So now you come and get the Sweet Pussy collection, right? And then when you're feeling good about yourself and it's just you at home alone and you just want to relax, you know, Big Papa out there doing his thing, whatever it is that he does for a living, you're going to bathe and take care of yourself with the Goddess collection. That's what you're going to do. And when you and your husband are ready to go to that next level in life, you all are ready to do like cosmic sex or spiritual healing for one another, then you can get down into like sage and crystals and all of those things. But in any event, we made that. We did the multiple symptoms for men and women. We did the virus bomb, the PCOS bomb. So the bombs, of course, you all already saw the PCOS bomb like this. Everybody pretty much saw this when we first launched it. You all saw it. The light might be too bright, you can't see it. But everybody saw this. It's too bright still. When we first launched it. So we did the PCOS. That's when we have boils on your breast, boils between your thighs, your butt, underneath your arms. This is thicker. This is thicker than the salve. Because this is the salve. This is the PCOS salve. So it's a little thicker than the salve. Okay. Yeah. It's a little thicker than the salve, but you would use that. All right. And so we did the same thing for the virus. So we did that for the virus, and then everybody saw this one too. So this is your scrub. So if you have PCOS and you have the boils between your legs, let's say I don't have PCOS, but I do get those boils and they flare up from time to time. You really got to start monitoring your body, monitoring your health. If you did a consultation, you got a journal from me. So you want to start journaling your health. Start monitoring yourself. You know, notice when you notice something about yourself. Okay. Especially if you're doing a consultation with me, because as time go on, you receive a link for your chart. When you get that link for your chart, whatever we discuss, whatever goes on, it's in your chart. If you want to really, you know, reach me and you have some information you want to share with me, you will put it on your chart. That chart is always yours. It's always there whenever you want. Anything that goes on, it's in your chart. Monitor your health. Monitor your cleanses. Monitor your discharge. You have to monitor everything that's going on with your body from the moment you start doing your detox. Even if you're not using my product, let's say you use somebody else's at first. You should have been monitoring your health, monitoring your progress, because you have to see how well your body is adapting to these products. Because if your body's not adapting to it, that means she's rejecting it and it's not working for her and it's not the best for you. Okay. So make sure you keep up with that. I think that was it. I put in the message that we're talking about fibroids. I'm sure all of you welcome for the t-shirt. Hey, Journeys. Hey. Will I have kids that the powder comes in? I was thinking about Just like I do the trios now with the soap, salve, and honey. I said, dang, Ivy, you might have to do a quad because look, we have a PCOS body powder now. We have a PCOS, the eraser, the scrub, the eraser. We have the balm, and we have the advanced PCOS soap. That's 4 more items. I was like, dang. You know, when these things happen, I have to go and build the item on the website and load it, and that takes a little bit of time out of my life. But I got something I'm making for y'all. Again, I was up all night. I hope that the people who decide to come on board, like this is really something that you want to do, like you just love apothecary. Okay. I grew up in the dirt. I used to get molested so much in the house that I would go outside and play in the dirt. Like playing in the dirt was safer than being in the house. Okay. And I always felt like nobody would touch me if I was dirty. Like, who wants to touch a dirty person? That was so, like, it was bad. When I was a little girl, I felt like it was good, like it was going to keep me safe. But I adapted to that. Like my body and my spirit, my attitude, my personality adapted to that, to the point where I didn't think it was important to ever be clean. So even once I was on my own as a grown woman, I still didn't think it was important to be clean because I was so used to being outside in the dirt as a source of protection. And now as a grown woman, I have to like readjust my thinking. But I mean, at the end of the day, it probably wasn't necessary for me to readjust my thinking because I was still in really, really bad abusive relationships. So, I mean, you know, maybe I should have just like always stayed dirty. It took a while for me to get into the business that I'm in. And I only came into this business to not appear to be dirty to my husband because he said I smell funny. And I was like, goodness, you know, I've been dealing with so much my whole life. And now I'm in a position where I'm supposed to love somebody and he's supposed to love me. And there's a place in my life that is so unclean and it's so dirty. And this person has like brought it to my attention and now I have to fix it. But I was so engineered to wanting to stay dirty. So, you know, I was so engineered to that. And so now I make all these wonderful products. So I'm never, ever, 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 I never have to worry about saying, you know what, Abby, you're dirty. Right? And I put myself in a place where I don't have to worry about somebody saying it to me. I don't have to worry about putting myself in a position where I'm being abused by somebody or being misused or not valued by somebody. That's important. You can feel so bad about yourself. You can feel so low about yourself. Sometimes it's so unconscious. You just do it. And people will come around you and treat you the same way you treat yourself. And you may say, well, why am I being mistreated by men? Not realizing that you're mistreating yourself. So anyway, I don't want pity parties, right? Because we're doing good. We're detoxing. We feel great. We look great. Okay. We're in a totally different place in life. And it's awesome, right? I'm kick-ass. I'm kick-ass. If you knew me 15 years ago compared to today, I'm kick-ass. Okay. So pussy clean. All right. No problems down there. So, if you decide to come in and you love the apothecary thing and you love the green thumb thing, good for you. Shakina Appleberry did her application maybe a month ago or something. She officially came on, like I officially accepted her Friday night. A lot of people are doing applications to come on board, and it does take a little while for us to go through the application and for me to talk to you, just to make sure this is a good fit for you. We had 3 other applicants that came on board, and they can't even finish their first test. Like, do your test, baby. Take your test, take your classes. You got to get through that, okay? But Shakina Appleberry is good. Beautiful sister. Love her Nubian twist. Two Fruits Wellness. She's in Boston. I love Boston. I used to work at Howard University Hospital for a really, really good CFO. And he was known for Boston healthcare systems, for revamping that. So shout out to Boston. Shout out to Shakina. Two Fruits Wellness. She is officially a consultant with Janjari Pretty Womb Healing, and she has a fantastic business. So definitely brought her on board. However, the arts and crafts thing, right? So look. Because last night, after I batched up the last of the men's multiple symptom, I have these, right? I have these. I always make stuff. I love making stuff, okay? My life is in a place where I get to do a lot of great things as far as this business for your vagina. My life is in a place where all I can think about is vaginas. Okay. One day I'm going to take a vacation, and I fear that when I put the sign up that I'm on vacation, all hell will break loose. So because of that, I don't even know if I'll be able to tell you or if I'll be able to take a vacation. However, we started out with this. I'm not done, but let me show you. I always give you sneak peeks. Look, I did a few of them. Well, I did 12 last night. I did 12. And I don't know if you can see these. My camera's so freaking bright, isn't it? Hold on. Hold on, baby. And my listen, we have so much stuff back here. This is the men's tees. There's stuff everywhere. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. And I'm gonna hold on. I got something else down here. I'll make sure y'all tell you about that when I come back. Hold on, baby. Get this. Move it back some. Okay. Maybe it won't be too bright. Y'all won't see everything in my face. Okay. And so we started with this, and now we have these. It's really, really pretty. It has like it's like a poetry. It's poetry on here about a woman. And I made 12 of them. And today is a perfect day for me to finish off this project and introduce something really, really good to you. And I should have some left over so I can put it in little baggies. So I don't have to put it in a little baggie and put it in some of the orders that go out. So definitely keep your eyes open for that. I pretty much think that's it, unless somebody wanted to ask me something. Miss Priscilla, you up in Charlotte, right? Miss Priscilla came and bought some stuff. So I said I might as well meet you in Charlotte with all this stuff, baby. Instead of me trying to ship this to you, you might as well just meet me at the border, okay? Because she bought a lot of steam pots and stuff. Thank you. I appreciate y'all too. Y'all so sweet. Thank you, Miss Tanzola. And hey, Makia. Coco, she did her application too. Coco speaks Spanish. And Coco, I saw your application. I responded last night. And I'm going to get to you. And there was a Heather Moore. She submitted her application. I have to get to Heather Moore. So, and those are the names I can remember. Okay. So definitely just be patient. And then yeah. Get out of here, Blair. Get out of here, Blair. Everybody got these in their packages by now? When you place the order, I did these. Or if you did the Valentine's Day recovery, I did these. And I had a woman in no, you ain't miss it, baby. No, you ain't miss it. The fibroid pearl removes fibroids. That's the easy one. I'll show you. It's right here. It's right here. And did y'all get these? Huh? I like these things. I sent out so many of them to a lot of women, and a lot of women didn't know what this was. I had a woman, she thought it was candy in the wrapper, and I realized a lot of us had different backgrounds. Like a lot of us had different levels of income. A lot of us ain't never been to the beach. A lot of us ain't never been to the creek. We just ain't been nowhere. Like we just been living where we live, how we live. That's what we do. A lot of us ain't never seen a lizard. A lot of us ain't never seen a palm tree. A lot of us ain't never seen a Maserati or a Ferrari or a Lamborghini. That's just life. Right? So at first, when I was sending these out, people was like, what is this? I was like, what? What do you mean, what is this? you mean? Where you been at? And I realized, hey, everybody's different. Everybody's not the same, Ivy. Don't think you're special because you know what an oyster is. So I had a lady call me from the UK, and I was like, she called me. She's like, I'm at work, but you sent me something. I want to know if that's toffee. I said, baby, if you put that in your mouth, trust me, you're going to be spitting that out real, real soon. And so most of y'all, you got it. Blair, I know you ain't get it because you ain't done no re-up, mama. You ain't done no re-up. Blair's up in DC. Y'all help Blair out. She up there. And I know she'll give you a really, really good deal because she got really, really good stuff. But when you do your re-ups and stuff like that, then I could put more stuff in I could put stuff in your kit. I can add to it. But it's hard for me to just ship stuff out because I ain't on that level yet where I could just keep paying for shipping, baby. Shout out to my intern. She messed up a lot of packages, and I'm getting emails still, and we'll just keep on shipping stuff out again. So I'm just gonna, keep on paying. But y'all got this. Everybody get this. I know Shanita got it. Is Shanita in here this morning? Hey, Miss Linda. Hey, Miss B. Ooh, I think Shanjari woke. Listen, my daddy from Jamaica. I grew up eating all kinds of shellfish and everything else, whatever. Hell, my daddy killed the damn goat in the backyard. Ate his ass too. Like, I eat, baby. I love to eat. I love things. Look, my mouth getting watery off of this. Y'all got this? You ever eat these? When you a savage, you could just crack it open. Look. You can see it in. Y'all see this? Jernice, you got yours. You got this. You got that. Did y'all get this? Isn't that so pretty? Huh? This is like the greatest thing ever. And I said, I'm going to get this and give it to y'all. I'm not selling this to you. I think you deserve to have this because you're so special. You got a soap. You ain't get this small. It's okay. I got a bag of them, Tanzola. I got some more where that came from. And this little pussy's dripping. Hold up. She can't drip on the some tissue paper right here. Y'all got this, didn't y'all? So I saw these. Somebody tagged me in something on Facebook, and I said, "What is that?" And I said, on it. I'm getting that for my ladies. I'm getting that for all of my pearls. So, it's right here. So they actually have a pearl in it. Yeah. Thank you, Keisha. Keisha is so damn supportive. With a pearl in there. Look. I've been dating for 2 months now, and we was at the restaurant eating mussels. And I said, don't this mussel look like a little pussy? To me, it looks like a vagina. And he said, yeah, baby, I think that thing need a pearl in it. I was like, oh, how do you know about detoxing? That's so good. But yeah, so everybody gets a pearl. You can actually get it mounted if you want to, or you can, if you have like an altar, you can put it on your altar. Like it's a real pearl. You can take it to the pawn shop if you like as well. But we just wanted to make sure that everybody knew that Chandra Pretty is like, we're the only ones who actually sell real pearls, like officially. It's just us. So if you're not buying it from Chandra Pretty or Chandra Pretty Consultant, you just buying a knockoff. And just to like emphasize that, we made sure that we sent everybody a pearl. So you should have gotten one in your package. If not, blame it on the intern. We're going to still do it. When this bag runs out, we'll probably just get some more of them. I'm not charging you for it, but I really want you to know that like it's because of you all that I am who I am, because I didn't have to make it this far in what I'm doing. I could have just bought some tampons and detox, didn't even know what I was doing then, and could have just stuck it out with my husband. That's it. You know, I didn't have to make it this far. I could be like anybody else and just keep selling tampons to you. That's it. You know, me doing this and meeting other women and hearing all the stories that I hear, because y'all got some stories for me. This world is so full of stories, so many different people and so many different backgrounds that helped me. It helped me, and in turn, like, I can help you. And I was like, dang. And because I'm helping you, that's helping me. Because that's helping me to help somebody else. And everybody needs help. Okay. If there's a woman out there who does consultations and helps with some type of womb healing trauma, let Ivy know. Okay. Because nobody does my consultation. Okay. All I can do is sit here and start crying, telling you guys how somebody terrorized my vagina. Okay. So I'm still going through my healing journey too. And some women call me and tell me stories, and I'll just be like, baby girl, I can relate to that. Okay. My uncle deceased now, but he molested me all the time. Like, if I don't know, maybe if I wasn't such a little girl, maybe if I wasn't 10 and 11 years old, maybe my uncle would have penetrated me. He couldn't penetrate me, but he always tried. We went to his funeral and they said he was in heaven. No, the fuck that nigga ain't. Don't say when you die you've been forgiven for all your sins. Does that mean you could be an ass your whole life and do what you want to people? No, he doesn't deserve to go any place but into the damn ground from whence he came. People molest your kids right at home, expose your child to something, and as a result, I felt like I was dirty my whole life, and I let people mistreat me. Hell no. So y'all be good. Got something on the way. Got something on the way for you guys, which is this right here. I'll post it on the Instagram. Instagram is Chandra Pretty Womb Healing. Check that out. The fibroid pearl is for fibroids. If you have fibroids, when you next time you see your doctor, if you have fibroids, just be like, hey, how many do I have? Where are they located? Where are they located? What's the sizes? I think a challenge question is, should I be concerned? Okay, because is there anybody out there who ever had fibroids? You know, you got two pearls so far, Shawnette. You get it, boo. You get it, boo. You thought that was soap. No, baby, open it up. Somebody, the girl in London, she thought it was a daggone toffee. I said, baby, I said, you look it up online. She said, I looked it up and it said it's something that comes like out the water, but what is it? And I was like, that's all you saw when you read it to come out the water? She said, yeah. I said, well, look it up again while I'm on the phone with you, baby. I'm gonna need you to Google this one solidly while I'm on the phone. And she looked it up again. She said, oh my God, Ivy, you're gonna think I'm so dumb, please. And I was like, no, I don't think you dumb. Sometimes you gotta read and read again, okay? So you get a thorough understanding, okay? I need y'all to do that for me, baby. I want you to do it for me. It's so much better when you figure stuff out yourself. But when you talk to your doctor, ask, should I be concerned? Yeah. I guess so, Miss B. If you call me and ask for a super kit, the problem is people be asking me for stuff and I go put the kit on the website. That's why I got over 500 products on the website. I keep adding stuff. And then people be like, so this lady said, ma'am, your website is too confusing. If your website wasn't confusing, maybe you could get more business. Like, I'm building a site myself and I'm doing the best I can. Okay, I didn't go to college. I don't have a PhD or doctorates or a master's or a damn associates. I don't have any of those things. I am doing this off the strength of my brain. And, you know, to God be all the glory. I think I'm doing good so far. But ask your doctor, when should I be concerned about my fibroids? Should I be concerned? Because normally when you first start getting your fibroid, it's about the size of a piece of rice. Sometimes it could be the size of a pearl. It could be this small. But over time, it can be this big. Okay? Your uterus is only this big. This is my uterus. That's how big my uterus is. Okay? And this is my cervix right here. Okay? This is all I have. So if the fibroid is the size of a pearl in there, he might say, well, it's really small, not really nothing to worry about. But let's say the fibroid is the size of this. Do y'all remember I used to do the one pearl kit and the soap was this small? I still got stuff on my shelf. That's how some things just stay there. But what if the fibroid is the size of this beautiful little heart-shaped soap right here? That's a big fibroid. And look at my uterus. My uterus is already small. There's not enough space. you definitely going to have a hard time conceiving. Your baby not really going to be able to make it because there's really not too much room for him to even get started. Okay. So when it's this size, they may say, well, you know what? We're going to go ahead and do a procedure on you and get that taken out. And so it goes away. But when they take it out, he had to do this, right? Oh, I wish this pen was working. Oh, it does. He had to do this. He had to cut on you. So now you have all the scar tissue from this fibroid. You know what's going to happen? You're going to start the process. It's going to come back again. Because a fibroid is nothing but waste, scar tissue, scarring from different episodes of trauma that has occurred within the womb. Okay? So just keep that in mind. Surgery is not always the last option in life. Sometimes detoxing is. Just to naturally remove the fibroid that way. Depending on what size it is, it comes out gradually. But if you follow me on Instagram or look at my photos on the website, you'll see numerous fibroids. If you know what a fibroid is, you'll see numerous fibroids. Now, if you go online and Google a fibroid, it's going to show you what the doctors take pictures of once they've cut all of you. They're cutting around the fibroid. They don't just slice in and scoop the fibroid out. They cut around it. So that's what you're seeing. You're seeing a lot of a woman's meat or muscle tissue. Okay. When we do our detox, we don't remove your muscle tissue. We don't do things like that. We just remove the dead cells and dead tissues that causes the fibroid to develop. So keep that in mind. Most women who get kits from me, you will get a red pearl because any type of womb trauma creates fibroids. STDs, number one. Untreated STDs for months, like you just didn't know you had it, major fibroid alert. The virus, major fibroid alert. Cesarean section, stupid fibroid alert. Okay, because it's scar tissue. Okay, so we always pretty much put a red pearl in your kit. Okay, because we want to make sure that if you do have a fibroid, we're going to start working on it and pulling it out. If you do a consultation and you didn't say you had a fibroid, guess what? Depending on what you tell me, I'm still going to give you some fibroid pearls because I expect to see some fibroids coming out of you. Okay, and I'm not a doctor. I don't know nothing about your ultrasound or your sonogram. In my heart, I feel like based off what you told me, you're going to need this. Okay, good. So with that being said, it's 11 o'clock. I think I did good. Oh, thank you, Jessica. Hey, Jessica. Jessica, is your name Jess so sweet? Jess Coco Sweet or something like that on Instagram? Because I think you sent me a follow request. I kept saying that name sounds so familiar. But why you stop following me if that's you? I think that's you. I think that's you. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Just read over it and take your time. Yes, ma'am. Miss B, you can let me know, sweetheart, because I'm going to have to speak with you, baby, for your super kid, baby. And we still making some more stuff. I still have two more goddess soaps to make, 2 more goddess tinctures to make. So I'm still making stuff. And remember last year, December, I said come January 1, 2018, I ain't making nothing else. We good. My brain won't stop. This lady told me yesterday, she was like, I looked at your website and based off your website, it looked like you got ADHD. Nigga, I wish I had ADHD. That's not ADHD. That's all the pussies I deal with, honey. And I got to keep making stuff for them. That's not ADHD. Okay. I got a grip on life. I don't have ADHD. And Dr. Umar Johnson said that ADHD is absent daddy in a home disorder. And my daddy wasn't absent. Okay. Y'all be good. Thank you, Tanzola. That's not you, Jessica. Oh, okay. I don't know who that girl is on there. Well, I ain't accept her anyway. I ain't know if her name looked familiar, but if you was following me and then you unfollow me and then you want to come back, I don't know. I ain't just letting people follow me. That's probably why I just got 5,000 followers on Instagram, but I'm not just open to just, at first I was like, come on for tax season. Like, yeah, come on in, come follow me. But not now. Like, we good. And the stuff that I be posting, I just like, everything for everybody. Cause I got some stuff I want to post. So we good. Don't worry about it. I think that's it though. I think y'all be good. It's been over an hour. So I think I can let you guys go. Yeah. If you need me, like I said, everybody pretty much has my number. You can email me. Please allow me 72 hours to respond because it's just me. I'm going to reach out to you, Shakina. because I do want my distributors to go live on Sunday, so y'all don't have to listen to me talk all the time. I'd appreciate that. But to God be all the glory. Look, my phone ain't ring. Ooh. He had to work last night. Everybody tired, baby. It's the nature of the beast. Y'all be safe out there. God bless you. Thank you. And I always say, keep it right, keep it tight. Keep your vagina tight. What's his name? What's the comedian name? He's so funny. I love him to death. Not Mike Epps. What's my baby name? Cat Williams. Baby, what he says is true. And you don't want no man sleeping up and getting with no robot dog because you couldn't keep your pussy tight. You don't need that, okay? All right, so be good, y'all. All right, thank y'all so much for tuning in. I love you. All right, bye.